Hey, good evening, everybody. Hope you all are having as good a day as I am. It's a beautiful day. It's been a great day so far. But just in case you're not, don't worry about it because the day's not over yet. Today, we are proud to announce the completion and the wrap up for project number one. You might remember project number one was reupholstering the front seats, replacing the seat belts and the seat belt guides, and then we also decided to go ahead and replace the power window switch since the driver's side window wasn't working. We had the seats out, might as well just do it, right? So we're going to show you our progress on that here in a couple seconds, but a little bit about the Pontiac Firebird interior options for 1977. Essentially, there were two options. There was the standard and there was the deluxe. Now, the special edition was different, and there were also some other special options, like, for instance, on the Esprit, Pontiac offered this beautiful starlight blue. That's not really relevant to Griffin, but for the 77 Jam, on the standard and the deluxe, we can tell the difference by the the door handle, the handle on the dash just above the glove box, and then the deluxe option also came with the rear ashtrays on the interior quarter panel, there's one over there also. Another beautiful feature, these seat backs and this beautiful trim that just really makes it pop. And that's the primary difference. The seats are different too, but specific to Griffin, it's one interesting thing. So Griffin did come with the deluxe option. However, specific to Griffin now, these seats are actually standard seats. And we know this so the standard seats have this extra seam here, whereas the deluxe does not. Also, the deluxe around the edges kind of creates looks like it creates a better bucket feature, probably for, more performance looking and whatnot. But Griffin is just standard. And the reason why we had to go with the standard was, so we had the standard seat foams and we initially had the deluxe upholstery. So what we decided to do, it was actually easier to get the standard upholstery than it was the deluxe cushions. So that's why we went with a standard upholstery for Griffin. But you can see how absolutely gorgeous that look is. And I really encourage you to go back and look at the previous video announcing project number one, because it really does make a big difference what we've done. And then also we'll be posting pictures to Instagram, but you can see brand new seat belts with the seatbelt guide. Just an absolute gorgeous project. And really what we did was we took the seats completely out, stripped them all the way down to the frames, reapplied the cushions, and then wrapped the upholstery over the cushions, using some hog rings in the back to fasten them in, and then replaced the driver's side back panel. We also replaced the trim, replaced all these. It's all brand new. So we did replace the power window switch, but we're gonna have to, when we get into the console, we're gonna have to get that refastened. It looks like the retainer that's on the bottom of the console broke off, and it's not able to hold that there, but we're going to get that taken care of real quick. Now, a quick review of this journal. We have this pretty cool journal, kind of highlighting what we did. It looks like this project cost just under $1,000. Essentially took 11 steps. There were numerous new parts involved, and that's okay. We started back on the 9th of April. Don't judge. I've had to travel for work, and We graduated my daughter this weekend from high school, so there's just a whole lot going on around here. But project number 1 is in wraps. But really, this project couldn't have been done without all of the forums. I'm part of like 7 Facebook forums. East Coast Trans Ams, Trans Am Lovers, 70 to 81, Firebird Trans Am, just a whole bunch of them. And you know, the experts on there just provided some excellent advice. Also, you know, I got parts for this from Firebird Central, Classic Industries. Right now, I'm part of like 11 different parts dealers. And so there's just, it's so easy to get parts nowadays and you know, expertise out there that it just makes it so much easier to complete these projects. And you know, it helps that it's fun too, right? So just a quick update on project number 2. Remember, this is the biggest one that I will probably ever do, and this is the front suspension, cleaning out the wheel wells and all the parts and replacing the shocks and the front suspension with a new kit that I got from Anderson Restorations. And we ran into a couple of roadblocks, so we've had to pump the brakes on this project for a minute until we can get the parts. So one, the caliper has seized on us, so I can't get it fully fastened to the rotor, you know, with the appropriate separation. So we're going to go ahead and get some new calipers and then bleed the brakes. And then also on the sway bar, so my sway bar is 1 1/4 inch diameter, which is pretty thick. And the sway bar bushing and bracket that came with this particular kit from Anderson Restorations was actually too small. But Anderson Restorations has just been phenomenal, and they have their customer service is really top notch, and they really seem to care about what I'm doing with this project. And you know, I like that kind of customer service. And so what they did was they're sending me bushings that will fit this sway bar free of charge. So I thank them definitely for that. And again, I'm not sponsored by anybody. This is, you know, I'm just one guy sharing his thoughts. So, but project number 2, hopefully once I get these parts, it'll be done here shortly. And then maybe I'll be announcing project number 3 or completion of project number 2, right? Either way, as long as we're moving forward, getting closer to Griffin on the road, that's all that matters. So that's it for now. That's the only update I have. Again, stay tuned for an announcement on either, you know, project number 3. Maybe we'll reach for the sky. Who knows? But either way, we'll see y'all on the other side. God bless y'all and keep y'all safe.